Welcome back to Mastering Wisconsin Plumbing. It's been a few weeks since the last episode, and I appreciate you sticking with me during a busy stretch. College has just started back up for me, which always adds a new layer to the schedule. In the prefab shop, we're going full bore. Production is moving fast, have a lot of people in there. And on top of that, I'm preparing to head to Philadelphia for the MCAA Prefab Conference. At home, I've also been chipping away at a siding project that should be wrapped up in another 3 weekends. I hope you all had a good summer and enjoyed your Labor Day. For me, this time of year is always a reset. New routines, new projects, and a chance to refocus on what's ahead. Season also means day school started back up for the apprentices. I know for some, sitting in a classroom doesn't come easy. I've been there myself. But here's what I want you to remember. Now you've got a clear path in mind. You're in this trade, and every lesson connects directly to what you'll do in the field. That's the difference between just sitting in school and applied learning. This isn't abstract. We're learning fixture units, we're learning venting, we're learning code language. You'll see it on the job that same week. And if you don't, ask about it. A tip for all the learners out there: don't just memorize the charts and numbers. Visualize them. Think about how they show up in the systems you're installing. Picture the piping, picture the fittings, the layout of the bathroom group or the kitchen. The more you can connect that book knowledge to job site reality, the faster it'll stick and the stronger you'll become as a plumber. So before we get into today's technical content, I just want to share a quick preview of next week's episode. So next week, we're going to feature some guests, and we're going to talk about other routes in a plumbing career can take beyond installation. Things like inspection, design, project management, teaching, digital coordination, and more. There are a lot of paths in this trade, and I'm excited to bring some voices in to share their perspectives. All right, let's dive into today's episode. Water sizing in a typical Wisconsin home. So let's picture a standard setup. We got a kitchen sink, a dishwasher, automatic clothes washer, laundry tub, few hose bibs outside, maybe one or more bathroom group. Pretty typical lineup, right? Now the minimum size fixture supply is going to be 1/2 inch, but there's a catch. 1/2 inch pipe is pretty limited. Most homes will use 3/4 inch in their water distribution sizing. Depending on the pipe material and friction loss, what the code calls out your A value, you may need to size up even larger. The Wisconsin Plumbing Code spells out minimum sizes pretty clearly in 38247F. And I'll read it here. Water distribution piping 1/2 inch in diameter serving 2 or more plumbing fixtures may not have a load of more than 2 water supply fixture units. Water distribution piping 1/2 inch in diameter serving a shower, which is not individually pressure balanced or individually thermostatically blended, may not serve any additional fixtures. Here's what that means in plain speak. If you got 1/2 inch line feeding more than one fixture, you're capped at 2 fixture units total. That's basically a lavatory and a shower, a lavatory and a bathtub. Hot feed for the kitchen sink and dishwasher, 1/2 inch line to them, 2 WSFUs max. And if that 1/2 inch line to that bathroom group feeds a shower without a pressure balancing valve or a thermostatically balanced mixing valve, it can't serve anything else. It has to only serve that shower. That's how the code prevents undersized piping from causing pressure drops or dangerous temperature swings that could scald people. Another important part of water sizing is looking at the meter size and the maximum velocity requirement. In Wisconsin, we don't size a system to have the water race through the piping. The code sets a maximum velocity. This is at 8 feet per second. This protects the piping from noise, erosion, and premature wear. So the meter size falls outside of that minimum or maximum requirement. It has to be large enough to handle the demand load of the building and also small enough to read correctly. So you'll just get that from the water purveyor or the water utility department. They'll say, all right, this is your GPM or the WSFU of the building or the home. This is the meter that we're going to install. So a lot of times those meters are 3/8, 1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4. So let's talk about sizing to that typical bathroom group. If we're running cold water to that bathroom group, it's always going to be 3/4 inch pipe. Why? Because we got more than one fixture and more than 2 WSFUs in that space. Now, the code defines bathroom group in 381. And I'm going to read this directly out of the code. 381.23. Bathroom group means a water closet, lavatory, and a bathtub or shower located together on the same floor level. That definition matters because when we size water piping, we don't look at each fixture in total isolation. We think of that bathroom group as a demand unit. The group creates predictable usage patterns, and the code allows us to assign fixture unit values accordingly. So again, when you're sizing cold water to a bathroom group, 3/4 inch is going to be the go-to size because a 1/2 inch pipe just can't legally or practically handle that combined load. And then we'll talk about the hot. So I got 3/4 cold going to that bathroom group because I'm over more than 2 fixtures and I'm also over 2 WSFUs. But if I have a pressure balance mixing valve on that shower and I got a lavatory, that's only 1.5 WSFUs on that hot, I can run a 1/2 inch. Or let's say it's a bathtub instead of a shower. I have 1.5 for the hot on the bathtub and 0.5 for the lavatory. I'm right at the maximum WSFUs I can do for 1/2 inch pipe with more than one fixture. So that's today's episode. It's a deeper dive into water sizing in Wisconsin homes. We talked about the limitations of 1/2 inch piping, the official code requirements, the importance of meter sizing, maximum design velocity, and why a bathroom group pushes you into that 3/4 inch water line. For those of you in day school, keep this in mind. When you see a chart in 382, don't just memorize the numbers, connect them to a real-world picture of a bathroom, a kitchen, or a house. That's how applied learning sticks. Thanks again for tuning in. Next episode, I'll be joined by some guests to talk about career paths in plumbing beyond installation. Until then, keep learning, keep working smart, and keep raising the bar for plumbing in Wisconsin.